After that scene, there's a window. And then at the very end of that wall, we're now facing the room on the right wall of the room, there is one last corner. And we see here what is represented across that one last corner. It is a very young woman seated on a kind of a throne here. She has an attendant standing next to her. And then there's a small winged Cupid at the left. And then across the corner, we see another Cupid standing on a base, leaning on a pedestal, winged again. His head and resting on one of his hands, and he is looking across the corner at what is going on the other side. And he looks very, very admiring. And in fact, who is he admiring? He's admiring another one of these young initiates, a young woman who seems to be readying herself to become a bride, who's getting ready for her initiation. She wears a glorious golden garment that is wrapped around her waist is a purple tie, a purple ribbon or tie, as you can see here. She is again accompanied by another woman, an attendant, and the two of them together are actually fixing her hair to get her ready again for her mystical marriage. I have a detail of her to show you in a moment. And then this wonderful anecdotal detail here where we see the other Cupid, winged again, holding up a mirror in his hand, a rectangular mirror. And if you look very, very closely, and you can study this detail on your own as well, if you look very closely, you can see that there is a reflection of the young woman's face in that mirror. So a lot of attention being paid to the readying of this woman to be a bride, to enter into the mystical marriage with Dionysus. And we see a detail here where we can see her, see how pretty she is, see how again, the artist has shown this extraordinary ability to depict hair as it really is growing out of her scalp. You can see the part of her hair, the scalp showing through, the way in which the hair grows from that. And then you can see that not only is she working on arranging it, but she's getting help from the attendant. The attendant also has a section of her hair in her hand, and the two of them together are trying to get her ready for her mystical marriage. Her arm is up. You can see both of her bracelets, and one around her wrist, and then another bracelet up on the upper part of her arm.